Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and I wanted to come on and do like a ramble session. I guess that's what I'm going to call them now. Excuse me. Fred says hi. I knew he was going to make an appearance, so I just wanted to come on and just ramble with you, or ramble at you. To you? I don't know. So anyway, just talk about some of the things I've been up to, what's going on here with me, and yeah, while I try to work on my pages. So this is in my November, December Fibonacci. I have not decided, oh, hold on one second. Sorry, golly day. There's just no way that I can do this and be normal. Like, I don't even know. I don't know why I try. Anyhow. Oh yeah, I did want to say at the very beginning, because this is like the third time I'm trying to do this here. I don't know. Things are messing up. Anyhow, yeah, if you don't like to hear people just ramble on and on and on, then here's your cue right now. Click off. So anyhow, but I do, lately I've been on this like whole vlog thing. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But yeah, so let's see what's been going on. So this again is my November book, and here I worked on, this is my December, my pocket here that I put all my prompts into, and then this is just like a cover page that I always do because I don't like starting the month on the opposite page of the prompts and where I keep my stuff. So yeah. And as you can see, it is December 3rd today, and I have not gotten my pages done. Gee, big surprise. But let me just show you what I'm doing here. This morning I worked on Peace on Earth, and I did that in lettering, and I did the lettering in Micron, and then I went over it with Pretty Gel glitter pen, which now that I'm looking at it in the light, there's like freaking glitter everywhere. All right, but whatever. And then down here is a little Christmas tree. Oop, a little Elfie came to say hi. I'll tell you about him in a minute. But the Christmas tree, I need to add more layers to it. I did this in Inktense, and I don't like this like line that goes up the center dividing the two colors. So yeah, I got to work on the shading with that. And then in this little envelope here is my Christmas letter, because I send out about, oh golly day, probably over 100 letters. We have a humongous family. And yeah, so that's what I've been working on. So I'll continue rambling once I tell you my little cheater right here, my little cheater, because, oh, criminy Gene, now I can't find his feet. Oh, there they are. What I did for this, okay, because I am following, I'm going to try to follow Yukari's, she's from the group. She does an art by Yukari. She just started it this month, and so you can find this online, and it's December art challenge prompts. So I'm going to attempt to do that. Now, since I do not draw very well, and I don't really care to draw, but I do want to try to draw a little more in my book, this is what I came up with. A little cheater. So what I did was I looked online and I found this really cute elf, right? And he was right here. And I want to attempt to draw him on my page here. Now, this is how I cheat, okay? Let you in on a little tidbit. I cut his body out, okay? He has they have like little stick legs and hands and stuff, but I cut him out, and then what I'm going to do is, because I can draw pretty much, like what's on the inside of the outline, but I just want to get the outline proper, and proportion and all that kind of stuff. And so down here, if you see his little booties down there, I cut those off separately, and then I just laid them on the page here, and I traced around them and just kind of, put in the extra lines because they're not, they're not separated. But anyway, and then I'm going to do the same thing with him, and I'm just going to lay him on my paper. And even if I really wanted to get kind of fancy, fancy with my cheating, I could I could always put like some repositional tape on the back of him and just stick him down. So let me just make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm just going to trace around him, and then I put like, little marks here on the sides. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm tracing him, trust me. Okay, so I'm tracing this little like thing, and not very well because I'm going to go over it with Micron. So, see there? I put those little like notches, if you can see that. That's where his belt's going to go. So, when I look on here, and even if I want to, later on when I get him all traced out, I can go back and just cut this part out, stick it on, and trace around it so that it's, looks somewhat like a star. And I could do the same thing with his head. I could do the same thing with his little Santa hat. Like once I get the whole outline drawn on, then I can go back and cut out certain areas, stick them on there, and trace them if I want to, if I'm not confident enough. Because I'm not confident in my drawing. I've said that so many times before. But I'm going to try, and this is I think, a good way of just starting out, and trying to just do the best you can do. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, at the very beginning of, this ramble session, I was telling you, yeah, it's going to be a ramble session. I'm going to be yammering on and on. Some people like that. Some people don't. Some people just want, it's just like when I do my flips, I like explaining what's going on. And I thank you guys so much for your sweet comments, and that you endure my rambling. I really appreciate it. There are some people, and that's fine, because you just do whatever floats your boat, you know what I'm saying? There are some people that really don't care for the rambling. They don't want to hear like, you clean the litter box and then you went and did dishes and then whatever. I don't have cats, but anyway, you get what I'm saying, right? But then there are other people who do like it. And I am one of those people. And I think often with YouTube as well, like we tend to, we tend to like kind of do on our own YouTube channels like what we enjoy seeing, And so that's what I do. I thoroughly enjoy listening to what is going on in other people's lives. I really enjoy it. I like hearing about what's going on in other parts of the country or what's going on in other parts of, the world, what other people celebrate, what they do, what, just all that kind of stuff, I mean, sometimes it might sound like creepy or whatever, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy vlogs. Now my dog really, like, you have no idea. I've tried to film this thing and now he is just growling and he's not going to stop until I let him out. And then that would be another awkward silence. So anyhow. Okay, so there you have it. I finished doing this little guy here, and there is his, kind of, outline. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut off his hat, and then I'm going to trace that around. Excuse me. Fred again. So anyway, about the vlogging, yeah, I am a closet vlog watcher, okay? So I'm out of the closet now, obviously, but don't tell anybody. Y'all can feel free to keep that tidbit of my life to yourselves. I love to watch vlogs. I like to watch art vlogs as well, like, people that I normally watch on YouTube. I love watching their vlogs, like Gina Aaron's, love watching her vlogs. Excuse me, Peta Thompson, love watching her vlogs. Claudia Rossi, who else? Kelly Donovan does vlogs, love her. So I love like the art community's vlogs. I love watching those. And then recently, like I'm even slightly embarrassed to admit this, But recently, I've started watching um, pointless vlogs. Oh my heavens. Y'all in the UK know, probably, I would think, know who I'm talking about. His name is Alfie Days. He is like literally, he's been blogging or vlogging or whatever for like, I don't even know. Like since he was like 15 or something like that. I don't know. And I know it sounds crazy and creepy. He's like a 20-year-old dude, and he does these, he vlogs every day of his life, but I just find it so interesting because I like I said, I like to see what other people are doing in other parts of the world, I think it's interesting, or even in other parts of the country. Like another vlogger that I just started watching is, what's his name? Roman Atwood. I mean, some of his earlier vlogs are a little like, I don't know, they're a little too much for me. But his later vlogs, he runs a company called Smile More. And he's just a super cute guy that, not in a creepy way at all. He has a lovely family, and he, vlogs about his family and all of that. And so, yeah, and again, it is creepy, I think, at times, because it's like, you're sitting there watching somebody else's family videos, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think it's great. And even like, with my stuff, like, that I put on YouTube, if anybody watches it, well, I mean, my subs watch it, which I'm so thankful for. But, I think just, later on, it's almost like a video diary kind of thing, So, yeah, I think it would be cool. Like later on, I don't know, somebody gets a hold of my kid or my kids, get a hold of my YouTube, stuff. Look at this poor guy. He's just like, he's getting smaller and smaller. But this is a very easy way of doing this. And I'm all about the easy, let me tell you what. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm a creeper. I admit it. I don't know. I got, like I said, I mean, and that's why I like watching, flip throughs, and I like hearing people explain their flip throughs and explain what's going on. Like, if they choose to read every little thing, then that's fine. Or if they just choose to paraphrase, yeah, we went here, we went there. I mean, I just happen to enjoy it. That's just me, right? I like to, hear what other people are doing, and I just think it's interesting, Like, I used to watch, listen to my dog. Oh, yeah. He is just the bane of my existence sometimes. Now, what happened here? Am I not doing this right? Maybe it's this way. I'll tell you what, I need some more coffee, I guess. Okay, so there's that. I think I can handle making his face. I think. I don't know. So anyhow, yeah, I like vlogging. I like watching vlogs. I like listening to vlogs. And I think they're fun. I used to watch, on I don't watch very much TV, but there was a time that I used to watch like those, what are they called? Like reality shows or whatever. His eyes aren't going to be the same, and it's going to drive me nuts. I used to watch those, reality shows, and then it just used to like start driving me nuts because that's good enough. Because there was like so much drama. I'm like, really? I do not need drama. Let me tell you what. I got enough drama in my own life. I don't need to be watching it on TV. So, I don't. I instead choose to be a creeper and watch vlogs. My dog is going to drive me insane. Can you hear him? Oh, I'm sorry. This guy looks like he looks like he's in a daze. Oh well. That's all right. So he's got 4 eyelashes on top. Yeah, so that's just my life in a nutshell. So I like, and like I said, I mean, I think that people tend to, when they do their videos or whatever, they tend to do what they like seeing themselves, So if a person doesn't like a bunch of yammering, then chances are if they have a YouTube channel, they're not going to be a yammerer, you know what I'm saying? But I am a yammerer, so, let's see where his chin goes. Oh gosh, he looks horrible, but oh well, that's life, you know what I mean? So we'll put a little smiley face on him so he looks happy but creepy, and we'll go from there. And then he has a little chin that kind of dips down and then goes back up. There. Oh, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. But anyhow, yeah, so that's just the way that I roll. It just is. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to air this or not. Like I said, though, I mean, I do, from you wonderful subbies of mine, I do get wonderful, comments and things like that y'all don't mind my rambling. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if somebody really minds it, then they're going to turn me off, which is okay. Because, like I said, whatever floats your boat, do what makes you happy. So, yeah, that's kind of my message for today. Today's public service announcement. But anyway, I don't even know, if I mentioned that we're going tonight to see, The Barber of Seville. I'm so excited for that. So excited. Right now I'm cutting out his little collar. But, yeah, we're going to see The Barber of Seville. My husband was so thoughtful and bought us all tickets to go see the show at the big opera house. And he bought them, he bought them for an early birthday present of mine, because my birthday is on Monday. So we're celebrating early because the show is only in town for, let's get this matched up, is only in town for 3 days. So yeah. So we got the tickets and we're going this afternoon, and I cannot wait. I really can't. I'm so excited. I love the theater. He knows I love the theater, hence the tickets. So yeah, so we're all excited. We're going to go to one of our favorite restaurants that's right down the street from the Opera House for dinner beforehand. And yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be such a long afternoon. I really hope that we can all handle it, because it's like, it's up in the next town. And so it starts, look at all these pieces. And that's how a person that has no drawing talent draws something. See how that works? Yeah, so we are going tonight, and it's going to be so fun. And I just can't wait. But yeah, we've got to leave this afternoon. The show doesn't even start till 7:30, but we're going to go have dinner first. And so yeah, it doesn't start till 7:30, which means it doesn't end until 10:30, and the place is a little over an hour away. So yeah, it's going to be we're leaving the house, I think, at 3 in the afternoon. The show's at 7:30, and we probably aren't even going to get back home until midnight, maybe. Crazy. We rarely do this kind of thing. I mean, my husband's taken us to the opera, before. But it's just, that was before, everyone and their brother at my house was sick and ill and blah, 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 blah. But hopefully we're going to be able to make it, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome show. And it's going to be super fun. And, yeah, I can't wait. And I was so surprised. I mean, you should have seen the tears a flowing. They gave me the tickets on Sunday. And I just was burst out crying. And it was just such a thoughtful gift, I don't know about y'all's husbands out there, but I think it's a pretty special husband that is selfless enough to go endure an opera with his wife, you know. My husband's more like a guy's guy, you know, like he likes football, he likes fishing, he like, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so it's super, super sweet of him to think of me and take us to, you know, take us to the opera. So super sweet, and I just love him for it. So I'll put little cuffs on this guy here, cuff there, and a cuff there. And I'll probably just color him in, I would think, with like just colored pencils. I'm probably not even going to use the Inktense because I use the Inktense over here, here, here. And I'm not really thrilled about the way it came out, but oh well. So now I have to draw his leggies, which he has like stick legs, which is just fine with me because those I can handle. With his little knobby knees, I guess. There we go. And then their hands are kind of just like sticks too, so yeah. I think he came out pretty darn cute. And so there, I did my challenge for the day, Yukari. My little elf, even though he looks funny and he has an enormous head. But anyway, he's cute, so yeah. So there's a little tip, a little trick. See, he started out, you know, as a full piece of clip art that looked like him. Ooh, I gotta move that leg over or something. What's going on with that? He looks funny. Yeah, so I started out, you know, with a full, oh gosh, my hands are shaking like leaves this morning. I started out with a full, there we go. He looks a little better now. I started out with a full, you know, like printout of him. And then each time I drew an area of him, even though I don't really like the way that the top of his hat came out, which I could still cut that piece out and stick it on there and make it look better, which I might end up doing anyway because I'm a spastic. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And so yeah, there's a little trick for you right there. If you're not a confident drawer, like I am not a confident drawer, some things I freehand. You know, the tree here I freehanded, but I mean, it's simple squiggly lines. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm not a drawer. I don't enjoy it. I'm not good at it. I don't feel I'm good at it, so I don't really do it that often. But this is, I mean, that's part of the reason I use so much clip art in my book is because I'm not a drawer. And, but anyway, this is like a really super easy. It's time consuming. I will grant you that. But this is like, you know, an easy way of getting all your little pieces together and then just, you know, tracing around it. You know, I mean, how easy is that, right? So here's this. So I just line him up here. And then you just, you know, later on I'll go back in here with my micron and I'll trace them all out. And then I'll keep the picture, obviously, because I'm going to use, you know, it as a reference there. That looks much better. Okay. Yeah. So I'll trace him all out with micron and then I'll color him in with, oh, I forgot to put my lines here. And then I'll color him in with probably colored pencil or something. But, yeah, so, I mean, easy peasy, you know? Yeah, it's, like I said, it is a little time consuming, but I think it came out cute. Whoops, that looks stupid, but anyway, I'll fix that up later. But yeah, I think, you know, I mean, I think he came out super cute, and it's an elf, and I like it. So yeah, so super cuteness, right? And here is little, like, he has like little bells on his, outfit, so I'll probably just take like a, what's it called, like a, oh, what are those things, a glitter pen, you know, like a gold glitter pen, and put you know, little gold glittery things for his bells. I think that's all he has. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, super cute way of doing it, and, you know, an easy way of doing it. So anyhow, I guess I better go tend to my dog. So, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I like doing these little like vloggy kind of, ramble sessions with ya. And I showed you a little, technique, I guess, a cheater technique. And so, yeah, I hope you all are, having a great month, beginning to the month. And I just, I thank you so much for all of your support and your comments to me. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. So thanks a lot. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, morning, afternoon, or evening, and a wonderful month as we head into, the wonderful month of gift giving and all of that, and festivities and whatnot. So, anywho, I'll leave you to it, and I will catch you next time. It'll probably be on a flip. Thanks.